Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be recreating this look, and I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills and CarliBybel collaboration palette. Guys, this palette is amazing. I really enjoyed working with all of the shadows that we used today. So if you would like to learn how to recreate this look, please stay with me and let's get to it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a get ready with me, and we are featuring today the new CarliBybel palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I am gonna start off by priming my lips because they do get really dry and just chapped in this weather. So what I've been using so far for that is the Mentha lip shines from Bath and Body Works. To get started now, I'm gonna go ahead and start with my eyebrows. We'll just go ahead and comb the eyebrows upwards, just give them a little bit of shape before we actually apply any product. And I'm gonna go with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade that I used last time, and I'm using the same Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. Once you have that, then I'll go with my concealer, and again I'm using this photofocus concealer from Wet n Wild, and apply it onto my brows to clean them up. And then I'll go ahead and blend this downward, and I'm using the Real Techniques sponge. Okay, just like that. Now I'll go ahead and give some shape to the top portion of my brows. I'm going to be using the Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. I'll go ahead and apply this on my lids. Now I am going to blend with this Real Techniques sponge. Okay, and just like that, now I'm going to go ahead and set this product, this concealer that I applied to my lids, with the Airspun Loose Face powder to clean up my lid. Okay, just like that. And then now that we're done with this, we're ready to apply some of the shadows. So there's this color here that is really calling my name. I'm going to be using this Shy, I believe it's called. It's like a very soft brown. And I'll go ahead and apply that to my overall eyelid. And I'm going to be using my Y16 brush from Morphe, and just start blending. Okay, and then now I'm gonna go ahead and add our next shade, which is just gonna deepen up a little bit more this outer part of my eye. So I'm gonna go with this type of burgundy red color. It's really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and add this color, which is called Dev. For this, I'm going to be using another brush here, E15 brush. It's very pigmented. Okay, I'm going to add the same shade to my other eye. Just tap it and then tap off some of the excess so it's not so harsh when you apply it. And just concentrate the product on the outer corner of your eye and start blending with back and forth motions. Okay, so I feel like that looks pretty good now. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and add one of the shimmers here in the palette to the inner corner just to give it a pop. And I'm going to be using this mauve color. For this, I'm going to use the brush from the ColourPop collection. It's the E4. I'm going to pack on this shimmer. Now I'm going to go back to the first shade that we used off the palette called Shy. This brown that we first used. And I'm just going to run it to, within my crease so that I can blend any other product that I might have moved while I was applying the rest of them. And just like that, I'm going to go ahead and grab some more of the Stev color that I used for the outer crease just to go ahead and darken it up and blend it with what we added with the shimmer. What I like doing is just taking my finger and getting some of the shimmer on my fingertip and then just apply it like that. It actually makes the shimmers come more alive and more vibrant. Just like that. So today, because we're doing more of a glam look, I am going to add some eyeliner and we are going to use some falsies. So what I like using for eyeliner is this Wet n Wild MegaLiner. I've struggled all the time with my eyeliner. I am not the greatest at it even now. I'm still working on perfecting that. But I feel like this applicator is just making it so much easier for me to do that. What I like to do, and I know it's bad, especially for your skin and those unwanted wrinkles, but I do have to tug on my eye to be able to come up with a more precise. So I just go ahead and tug on my eye like this. I get the eyeliner. And now I'll go ahead and do the other eye. Slowly start dragging it towards the end of your eye. Once I have that, I'll go ahead and do the wing. And for that, I just go ahead and grab the eyeliner and I try my best to just go out from here to here in one try. And then I'll do the same for the other eye. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just pretty much like a mark so you can go based off so they can come up sort of even. And once I have this, I'll just go ahead and drag it from the outside in. And then just slightly start filling in that gap that you did by connecting both of them. And then right now we can just go in and clean up the rest. So now I'm going to move over to the other eye and do the same process. And I'm going to go ahead and clean it right now with wipey and some concealer. So right now it doesn't look perfect, but we're going to clean it up and it's going to look much better. What I like doing now is, since we are going to use falsies, I'm going to go ahead and get them prepped so that we can apply them. And I'm going to go ahead and go with a coat of mascara. I like using the voluminous Carbon Black mascara from L'Oreal. And I'll just go ahead and give it a quick coat to my eyelashes so we can apply some falsies. We're going to clean up a little bit here with a wipey so that we can clean up. And this is just regular wipies for babies, so just any wipey. I'm going to use this to clean up that and also under my eyes, and then I'm going to clean up the eyeliner. I've learned that with eyeliner, you're just never gonna have it perfect, so I just let it go and move on. Since it's a little bit more of a glam look, I am gonna apply some falsies. Fun fact, I don't really like using falsies. I'm pretty happy with the eyebrows God blessed me with, but for this video, I'll go ahead and use some. Some of the ones that I've been liking so far is these from Kiss. In the style Pompadour, and they're really wispy. I'm gonna apply some lash adhesive. I like using this also from Kiss. What I like doing is I just grab my lash again with my tweezers, as you can see, and then I apply some adhesive. And I'll just place them on my table to let the adhesive dry. It could be about a minute, maybe 30 seconds, if anything. So we're just gonna wait on that. And in the meantime, I'm gonna apply some primer to my face. This is the BECCA, the Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. Just like that. And then I'm going to check on my lashes. I think they're good to apply now. So I'm going to use my tweezers and just hold them like this. And then I just place them from the top down. Okay, like that. And then just kind of press them inward. And then what I like doing is I just grab my tweezers with the other side. I press them in a little bit more so I know they've stuck. And then I just go again, just make sure they're right there. Okay, and then what I like doing is just grab my mascara one more time, and I like just going one time over them so they can all blend together. Just like that. Okay, now we have lashes on. We applied our primer. It's pretty much already dry. So I'm going to apply my foundation. For foundation today, I am going to be using the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. And this one is in the color Desert Beige. The applicator looks like this. It's like a little spatula, which I find very convenient for applying my makeup. I'll go ahead and use my Morphe Y6 brush. Okay, just like that. Now we're going to go with some concealer, the Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer in the shade Medium Warm. To blend it all in, I'm going to use the Real Techniques sponge. Okay, now I'm going to apply concealer to the rest of the areas that I use concealer at in my face, which is right here in the forehead, down my nose, along my mouth, under, in my chin, and on the top. And I'll go ahead and use my Real Techniques sponge to blend that in. Now, once we have all this blended, we'll go in with the Airspun setting powder that I mentioned earlier. We'll go ahead and set all of the areas that we added concealer to. Under my eyes, I do like leaving it. I just feel it like it gives it more of a highlight. So I go ahead and start from my outer corner inwards so that if you do get any creasing from when you applied the concealer, this will go ahead and take care of it and it will just make everything really smooth. Okay, just like that for the powder. Now we're going to be using some bronzer to go ahead and make everything look nice and bronzed. And for today, I'm going to be using this Too Faced bronzer. I believe the packaging has changed, but the product is still the same. I'm going to go ahead and use the Morphe Y6 brush or Y5, and then we'll just get some product and apply it here. Now we're going to go ahead and with a different brush, we are going to really try to chisel out the cheeks, just make them pop a little bit more. And for that, I like using a brush that's more on the dome side and a little bit more stiff. This one is the Morphe Y8 brush. Tap on this and really just focus the product on this area right here. And you can already start seeing that it looks a little bit more defined. Okay, and just like that, now I'm going to go with my Real Techniques sponge, and I'm going to use that same Airspun powder to clean up the contour that we did here on the cheeks. Okay, then I'll go ahead and just leave that as is. And now we'll go ahead and move over to blush. For blush today, I'm going to be using this Tarte blush called Party. This is how it looks. It's a really nice color, rosy tone. And I'm going to be using for this the F21 brush. This is a really subtle brush, so you really can give it some product. It's not harsh and it's not very pigmented. It just gives you the right amount of pigment to your cheeks. I'm going to go ahead and finish off the bronzer. So I'm going to go back to the first brush that I used, the Y5. And I'm going to add a little bit to my hairline in my forehead. What I would like to do now is I'm going to add some shadow to the bottom of my eye right here, just to go ahead and give it a little bit of more of a smoky look. I really love doing that technique. I just do it with pretty much all of my looks. I feel like it just looks really pretty. It just makes the eyes pop more. So I'm going to go ahead and use that burgundy shade that we used, and I'm just going to drag this all under my eye. To do that, I'm just gonna use the brush that comes with the kit. It's a brush that comes with the Anastasia palette. I'm just gonna use that, not the fluffy end, but the one more tapered. I'm gonna go ahead and use that to dip into this color here, which is called Stev. I'm gonna start adding it from the out of my eye into the inner portion, and then at the same time just kind of feather it out a little. Okay, and there you have it. We're pretty much done with the eyes. I'm gonna add some highlighter to the inner corner of my eyes just to make them pop a little bit more, and for that I'm gonna be using this Anastasia in Amrezy highlighter, and I'm gonna add that all around here, and then I'm also gonna highlight my brow bone. For this, I'm gonna be using the Y22 brush from Morphe. It's just a very small detailer brush. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some to the brow bone. I'm going to go ahead and finish off my brows, and for this I'm going to set them with my NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in the color Espresso. We're done with the brows, we're done with our eyes, and now it's time to just clean up everything and set the makeup. So for cleaning up, I'm going to use my ColourPop F18 brush, very dome fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and get in here and clean everything up. I'm going to go ahead and set the makeup with this Rimmel Stay Matte Fix and Go 2-in-1 primer and setting spray. And also I'm going to be using with that, it's the MAC Fix Plus and the lavender scent. I'm going to also apply a liquid lipstick. For this, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Blushing Rose. It's a really mauve-y tone. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the mascara to my lower lash line. I'm going to use the same L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. Finally, I'm just going to add a little bit of highlighter. I'm using for that the Y14 brush. We're pretty much done with this makeup look today. CarliBybel did a great palette with Anastasia. The colors blend super easy. The pigments are super pigmented. And even though I didn't try all the shades, the mattes as well as the shimmers just are amazing. So really check it out. It is a really nice palette. So congrats to CarliBybel. Okay guys, so here you have it. This is the completed look. I loved working with these shadows. The palette performed great. I definitely recommend you go out and buying this palette if you don't already have these colors in your collection. So if you enjoyed it as much as I did today, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel today. For more videos to come, I'll see you very soon.